Okay, we are live. Welcome to the stream. So the reason I said I have beef is because Splatfest is coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is the best day of the weekend. I so stoutly stand beside Saturday personally.
Oh.
But both you and Sleepy were like Friday easy. And I was confused. I was like, okay, maybe I could understand it a little bit. But I wanna hear your side of it. Why Friday? Friday of all
I
day.
mean, actually, just the argument. It's just the start of the weekend. It feels really good. Like, you got the whole
Mm.
weekend ahead of you.
Yeah, I could see that. But then here's the thing. Sleepy said the same thing. Was like, oh, the weekend's starting. It's great. And then I'm like, well, couldn't I then argue that Saturday is the better weekend day because that's the only reason Friday's any good? Because if Saturday and Sunday didn't exist, Friday would be just another work day and sad. But I don't know. That's just my stance.
Friday is the total come down from the stress.
I see. I could see
Seed
the endorphins
starts
coming in.
back even Saturday, just slowly.
Yeah, I feel like Sunday
It starts running away from you. It's like, oh, it's going by so quick.
Yeah, exactly. Sunday might
night.
be the worst weekend day for sure, I think. It's just because, like you said, the mounting stress. So
like,
Friday
oh,
it is. I'm not gonna die on the Saturday hill just to be on my own team in Splatfest. So yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's a clear and away winner. That is just my logic. That's purely the reason. It's just like, oh, that just feels the best.
Nah, I get it. I understand.
I mean, you said, Saturday. Well, that is the day. It's because that's coming ahead. That's why Friday's so good. To me, it's almost like that coming ahead ends up being, or like having Saturday ahead of you
is
better than Saturday ends up being.
That's so sad. That's like one of the saddest things I've heard. Try not to dwell on it.
Oh, I'm gonna be able to do this now. No, I just slept.
You're like, oh man, Saturday's gonna be so nice. It's so freeing. Get the Saturday, man. Monday's almost here. You're just never fully like satisfied with the weekend.
Okay, I am going to go. Oh man, Friday night. Yeah, go stay up late. Yep, I go sleep, and oh, it's Sunday. And I just woke up on Sunday.
Oh, it flies by too fast. Okay, it looks like it's splat zones right now. Do we want to start with Salmon Run or?
We could do that to eat into the splat zone time.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
And just so we can feel comfortable getting our rewards and Salmon Run.
Yeah. Don't have to rush it. We can get to the super bonus pretty easily. So the main reason I have beef right now is because I got affiliate on Twitch, which is exciting, very exciting. But the one reason that I really wanted it was for the emotes, and every time I try to go to the emote page, it just tells me that they're like, oh, whoops, we're usually pretty quick, but it's taking us time to load this. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. If it's going through some sort of screening process, it's not even giving me the ability to put any
Don't
emotes.
worry, we gave it to all our best people that we currently still have employed, for sure.
Yeah. In fact, we hired somebody specifically for your case. Twitch. Yeah, Twitch isn't doing so hot right now. Oh, the room's open, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I have a new. I think this is new. I have a new bitrate monitor. That's kind of cool. That wasn't there before. Holy, 5,000 kilobytes per second. We're rolling in the bitrate. This seems like a good weapon set. Hopefully it doesn't let me down.
I feel like I haven't used the NZAP in forever. And I like the NZAP.
NZAP's great. That's one of my go-tos that I fall back to if I'm like, I'm not feeling very comfortable on the squeezer right now, or not feeling very comfortable on any weapon really. I'll go back to the NZAP. It's my old standby. I also got a few more buttons available to me on Twitch now, and one of them is polls, which is fun. I didn't even realize I couldn't do polls before. I did them on YouTube, which is probably why I didn't think about doing it on Twitch. I thought I'd already done it there, but I guess that option wasn't there until just the other day. And then a much scarier button next to it that is the run ad button, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh.
I'm good. Pretty much, like, if I ever run ads, it'll probably be when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Sorry, guys. But other than that, it's tough because I know partners on Twitch have to run ads every hour. And I always hate it when it happens where you're like, oh, just watching a stream, and then all of a sudden it's like 7 ads back to back.
Oh. One of my least favorite things is Twitch can be very unwieldy with, like, oh, your stream just stopped and it keeps on buffering. You know your internet connection is great. Oh, you gotta just refresh the stream, but if you refresh...
Ads are back.
Ads.
Yeah, that's one of the most annoying
sorry,
things.
You're going to miss another minute of the stream. Hopefully, nothing interesting now.
See, YouTube actually, this is one of the things that YouTube, I think, has kind of nailed, because they have a buffer system so that if you watch an ad on a video and then you exit out of the video and go to the next one, you won't get an ad for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, that would be nice.
The missiles, man. But the one feature I really wanted is still barred. Come on. Started watching the anime Monster. It's a slow burn. It's an older one, but it's pretty dang good. It takes its time though. Not very filler-y, just like the pacing is intentionally like kind of like a crime drama sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been good. It's been really good so far. Everything I looked up about it before, everybody was saying, well, not as fast as if you're into watching shonen. This might not be for you because it's a little bit slower, but I'm like, oh, man, this change of pace is actually kind of nice. I threw it on the low ground, unfortunately. Saved everybody before I died. Go.
So I mean, there's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, but there was no announcement, which makes me think it's absolutely just a partner direct that they're just going to drop with no announcement.
Wait, there's supposed to be, like, Nintendo said there was going to be, and
No, it was just rumored from, I think Nate Hayes, so either he or Paul,
I
and
see.
other sources. But they came back later and said there's a good chance it's a partner direct. They were making something, and I was thinking the same because Nintendo's just dropping trailers. They just dropped another quick speech trailer today. Like, yeah. Also, there's just more stuff to make it look like we're gonna have a Switch 2 announcement in March. So, yeah.
In March, huh?
Yep.
I wonder how likely that is.
I think it's very likely. I mean, that's when we kept on hearing that some developers had to have things ready, and then also that's when manufacturing, that's when that's all lining up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first time March ever came up was about, I think, January last year. We had that Pokemon leak.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah, here's what the DLC is gonna be, and gave actually some exact details. And he's like, and they're doing the updated port for the next Switch, which is gonna be out in March, and he knows that because that's when they have to have it ready by. And I remember being like, that doesn't sound right. And I think I speculated I thought that might be when they announced it or something else was going on with March. Then later, I remember like Spondo was saying that he heard from some developers that they had to have things ready by March. Like, and this was like months later. It was probably like closer to the fall.
Well,
And then we
that is a
had all
good
the
sign.
rumors that were like, oh, it's coming out in March.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because this stuff is being manufactured in March. It's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's being manufactured in March. It's not coming out the same month.
Yeah, that wouldn't really work.
Yeah, which, I mean, some of those were just so direct that because it's being manufactured, it's coming out that month. I kind of wonder if they know that. They just know that if they put out that their conclusion is it's coming out that month, that will get more clicks.
Yeah, that's probably the
Saying
case.
that's when it's being manufactured. Because if you say Switch being manufactured in March 2020 or coming out in March or coming out in March 2024 or being manufactured in March 2024, one's going to get more clicks.
Oh yeah.
So you stretch the reality a little bit. I kind of wonder if that's
Probably.
some of those rumors I think were mistaken or having bias to take the more clickable assumption.
Yeah.
So I think they were taking the more clickable assumption purely by
Mm-hmm. Some news outlets you can look at and be like, oh yeah, they just don't know much about the gaming landscape. So it was probably an honest mistake. Others, you're like, they know exactly what they're doing.
So the same two guys that were saying that we have the direct tomorrow. They'll probably be saying, yeah, definitely show goes or whatever they do in the show at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been my main assumption, other than like could be pushed forward to summer. But, yeah, those were my chips were in on. Just based on those rumors.
I'm still thinking end of the year. Do you think
Yeah,
there's
I think
a chance
it will
it'll come out earlier?
maybe September if they go with like I brought up, they could do a soft launch where like in September if they just have like, oh, here's like a certain amount of units out here, it'd be kind of hard to find, but they'll have a lot more by holiday. And then maybe they'll have like a big hitter at holiday. So maybe like the launch lineup won't be crazy because it might depend on kind of like ports and stuff, and they'll have like one or two smaller launch titles, but then they'll hit like holidays and some people after. Like, as far as like first party.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of titles, but... And then they'll have like community updates. Which also got rumored, I think maybe the first time from the source that's going to be one that's
System.
yeah, one that's had a lot of good news in the past. Apparently, I mean, it's not one I've heard of before because it's the outlet from Brazil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. It's like, what's this outlet? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna follow the source, and oh, it's Portuguese. So apparently they've gotten a lot of like, but they said this another week last week that yeah, they would be doing full backwards compatibility, and they would be doing upgraded enhanced performance. Yeah, I hope that's good.
Nice. Hopefully I don't have to buy them again.
Yeah, I still think they'll do the $10 thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my guess.
I hope so.
So,
I hope it's that low. Because I could also see Nintendo just being like, yeah, we remade it from the ground up. $60.
I think they'll be like, oh, we use the
AI and the chip. Yeah.
yeah, and we kind of remastered it, and that's the difference with this console. That's a $10 upgrade, and that's why everything else costs $7.
Yeah, that would work.
It's kind of reinforces that price.
No.
I'm not saying that would be the best
No.
thing as a consumer. I'm just saying if I was them and that was the strategy, like you had to charge that much, that'd be my approach to justify it. If you had to think purely.
Where was everybody? I was stuck on the side.
Wave 3.
It's been getting us every time.
Which two different? DLS. That's what it's called. Ooh. My A count not great.
I forgot I actually got to
Or is it
Professional plus
DSL?
3. Wait, what'd you say?
Is it DLS or DSL?
DSL? DSLR?
No, it's not that. No, I think I'm getting mixed up with the camera lenses.
Ah.
I think what's the AI upskilling?
I'm curious to see how much it actually helps.
DLSS. It's DLSS.
DLSS?
Well, I'm close.
You're pretty much there.
Deep learning super sampler.
Coming this way, guy. There we go.
I don't think they launched with Mario Kart. I think they hit with Mario. I mean, if it's well, I think if they do a soft launch, and this is just hard.
Yeah.
I think they hit with Mario Kart.
I think it would be huge. Yeah, they need to release it either as a launch title or close to.
I believe Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was like. Maybe it was literally. It was very. It wasn't. But I mean, Holiday is the safest bet.
Yeah. Bit of a gimme. Yeah.
But if it's gonna be taken up, I could understand that soft launch.
Oh, can't get. I was worried the Booyah Bomb wasn't gonna save anybody. I ended up saving somebody anyway without it, but it's gonna be so sad if the Booyah Bomb didn't work. It would have been much more of a waste. We're gonna finally get a dark round. I'm just gonna start throwing them towards the basket. Hopefully those are making their way to the basket. I see you down here every time I turn away to throw eggs up. Some more of them land. Okay. Wow. That's rare that we just barely squeak it in on that one. Probably the hardest UFO round so far. High tide on the final wave. That's great.
I
Just
have to really an awful weapon.
Uh-oh. Out of ink.
Oh yeah, apparently the other day was the 10th anniversary of Trump.
Wait, what was?
I think it was yesterday or the day before the 10th anniversary of Trump.
That hurts. That's new. That's a new Donkey Kong game.
That was the last original rare game, or retro game, sorry.
What? That didn't do anything? No! No.
No.
Come back.
Ah,
No.
wave 3.
Uh. Keeps getting us. What is going on?
I was.
Dude, I'm good. I'm good at the dynamo roller now. Give it to me on wave 3. I can do it.
I got stuck in the flipper flopper and I couldn't get out of the circle because the circles are surrounded by a steel eel. Like, no. XP.
At least we're not losing rank, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, still at the boss.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
This is the optimal strat.
Okay, there we go. Hey, Octoa. How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. Big run. Oh, I went the wrong way. I was not paying attention. That's embarrassing. How was stream, Octoa? Doing all right. Just got out of some boat runs. Ooh. Oh, hey. We're just playing. We're playing a little bit of Salmon Run before we go over to ranked because it was splat zones, and you know, we're not the biggest fans of splat zones. So here we are. Oh. Look. Oh no. Hey. Oh no, okay. I almost made it out of there. Almost. Ooh, good bomb. Okay, inset. Stop dropping it. This is going so poorly. Stinger? No! I didn't think it was going for me. I don't know why. Hang in there. Oh! I can't reach the laser. No. Oh. Stinger snipe. Yeah, I thought it was going after somebody else, but I guess it was just coming up. It's Joker. Oh no. A wave 1 loss. Yeah, that does sting a bit. Oh. And in professional +3. It's just insult to injury. Well, at least the boss meter's full. Almost. Pretty much. We have like a 90% chance probably of getting it if we get through wave 3. Which I didn't think would be an issue, but based on that last round, it may be an issue. Okay. Starting with the end zap.
Okay. I don't think I've had the delete yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've gotten all of them. It's always funny when you get through several rounds and then to suddenly realize, oh wait, didn't even realize this is in the weapon set. Just got him. Oh! Oh, the little small fry. Had a good route and everything. And then I just ran into a small fry. It was as good as dead. No eggs left behind. Open up. There we go. Whoa. I gotta get out of here. It's worse. Still going for it. Close, close. But we won wave one. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So where would you say this ranks in your Salmon Run stage tier list, Jacob? Probably my second favorite. No.
Like it's
maybe
maybe. I appreciate the theme,
yeah.
but it can be kind of a struggle at times.
Seems like one of those phrases you soften somebody up with before you give them really bad news. Oh yeah, this map
Well, no,
sucks.
because I like this one a lot, and I liked it a lot too. But I just really have appreciated the simplicity of the levels we got from the start.
Yeah, those ones are great.
Mode.
I think the ones added since don't have the same simplicity.
So this might be because of that.
I think it's third for me. Yeah, definitely the two new ones.
This one can still be kind of a pain, especially at high tide. So
Yeah.
there's a bottleneck there. I still enjoy this one quite a bit.
Just not
Now
quite
we
as.
have like the box one, where you box in.
Yeah. That one's a classic. Woo.
Oh no!
There we go. Okay.
Over here.
No, no. Our teammates are struggling just a little bit, it feels.
Staying alive.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I was getting tough down there. I can't blame them too much.
Hands up. I feel like we're losing around when I have roller.
Come on. No. Flopper blocked my shots. Son of a gun. Nope. Bait him in. How did all of those miss? I like the 96 gal, but it doesn't always fire very straight.
Get these straight shooter with it.
It's hard. There we go. Oh. There are too many fly fish on the map. I'm trying to clear them out a little bit. Come on. Okay. Hang out up here for a second. Okay, that's too slow.
Throwing up an egg. Get it in, get it in. Yay.
Nice.
Okay, box.
No boss? Oh. My audio's really low, so I wasn't able to tell. Didn't know. Well, this next time we're guaranteed then, right? 100%. No doubt.
If your teammates stay with, that's the problem.
That's true. Yay, we're back to the middle of professional +3. Sorry, just me. It's just me. Just out here dragging you down with me.
Oh, have you had the chance to play any more Dark Souls?
Oh yeah, it's been really good. I'm gonna be playing on Friday during the day, I think, for a large chunk of the day, and I'm excited. It's great. The combat is so good, definitely the best in the series. There's a certain je ne sais quoi to Dark Souls 1's Fire Link that I don't think will ever be rekindled. No pun intended. But it's still really cool. I like the I think all the environments and areas in the Dark Souls games have been fantastic.
So how's like the general layout? Like the map?
Oh, like how it ties back into itself and all that.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of looping for sure, like in the first game, but it's not as tight as the first. Also, Firelink is much more grandiose. It's pretty large. Oh no, wait,
Oh, no.
I thought I saved somebody just then. Did I missee that? The game's got me tripping. So on the front of the 96 gal, is that a filter? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Huh.
Because either that or it's a lot of pills. And you're just doping your enemies. I could see it going either way. Oh yeah, Helldivers 2 came out recently. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah.
I've seen some gameplay of it, and it looks like fun. It got
Yeah, I heard it's really fun. There's just a lot of issues with connectivity stuff and
yeah, it got
come on.
mercilessly destroyed on day 1 of reviews, but the scores are coming up now that most of those have been fixed. But I was kind of excited about it because I played Helldivers 1 with one of my roommates. Like, not even that many times, but I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. There was a lot of hilarious interactions. Because you'll be, like, throwing down turrets and accidentally killing your teammates all the time with different things. The friendly fire is a very important part of the game, I think.
Yeah, I maybe have heard the name before, but I just feel like I haven't heard the theory. There's nothing about it until this really.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about it until we were just scrolling through my roommate's like list of PS4 games. He's like, "Oh yeah, Helldivers. That one's multiplayer," and I'm like, "Let's give it a shot."
Yeah, I think it's a.
Yeah, I think so. But it looks fun.
I don't know if it's a. I don't think it's the first time.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure, isn't Helldivers 2 on PC as well?
It might also.
I think,
It might just have console exclusivity. Might be happy.
yeah. Okay, that was a little close.
That, yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Oh, we had it on lock up top. Ash and I. You needn't worry. Even a bit. There are definitely parts of Dark Souls 3 that are a little bit more convoluted when I find a shortcut. And I'm like, wait, where does this... Where am I? Like, I go back to an area I've been to and I have to walk around it for a second to figure out where that was. I feel like in Dark Souls 1, you get to the shortcut from the other side and you come out and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm here. And know where you are. But I think that also just comes with the territory of Dark Souls 3 being bigger. Didn't mean to fall through the grate. My bad. Thought I was touching the edge. Nice. Nice.
I didn't realize I had crab. I should have been
Wait,
doing that.
there.
Oh,
Oh, I thought there was one more egg around there. I thought we were safe. This is not going so hot. Do you want to back out?
yeah.
Back out, jump back in. Ooh, extra little bonus. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we'll wait just a second. I was trying to fix something, but it's not letting me. Oh, it's on the wrong. It's on a different screen. There we go. Okay. It's kind of trippy having because right now I'm running Splatoon on one of my monitors. So whenever I open up something, my computer still thinks it has that third monitor and opens it on that monitor that I can't see.
I trust Beans with my life.
Okay.
Beans, the first one down there.
Man, and you chose correctly, it seems. I thought it was ill-placed faith. Yeah, look at Beans go. Holy. Put in the work.
When it comes to Beans, I would give you that. Wait.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Rid of the fly fish early. Please, come on. Did it make it? Yes, it did. Ah, ah. No. At first I thought I was just a valiant sacrifice. That I thought I'd survive, and immediately I came back around and realized that I was done for. Beautiful. We're not
Still,
blowing.
I say eggs as I would have liked, but
Yeah.
I feel like the team, the lack of constantly dying was better.
It is a nice touch.
You still down? You still down?
Yeah, we're still down. Both of us had the same idea to leave the other up top.
Oh, you both.
Yeah, we both jumped off. Whoops.
Like, yeah, it's always a little awkward.
Yeah. I always feel bad when that
This
happens.
is less efficient.
I just bail off as soon as possible. Ooh, I think the fly fish flinched when one of its baskets exploded, and I think that's the only reason my bomb made it in the other basket. I was kind of lucky.
Oh, still ill coming out.
Making him up a little bit so he's soft when he gets to the basket.
Well, you didn't for that.
Oh no. Wait, did somebody special him?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
I decided to eat timer.
I have become... trying to think of Splatoon puns, but I can't on the fly. What is wrong with me? My punny brain should be geared for this. It's low ground again? That's crazy. Okay, come on. Ah, yes. Tourette's. I was definitely gonna die there, but for some reason the Moz blew up before I did. Wait, did that egg make it in? It did not.
Fire.
Got frying pan out of the way. I missed the basket completely.
Oh, one hit kill.
Beautiful round.
Boss. Boss. Wish you could keep the turret for the boss.
That would be so nice.
What?
Wait, really?
Boo!
Oh, we both have pull meters. What is that? It's.
Yeah, you obviously don't. It was above 50% chance.
Dang it.
You lost the coin toss.
We've lost so many
Okay,
coin
the first
tosses.
One. Super full. It's all low. I think it's wrong thing.
Nice. At least we got the second super bonus, but we need to get this boss. We have to. We must. Let's see.
Oh, one boss. You know it's going to be the best drop, though. Only the best.
Okay. Night mode. High tide night mode. Okay. Okay, Zebo, you gotta slow walk. Oh no. Beans, you gotta slow walk that roller. Yeah. Yeah, Beans. That's what I'm talking
I knew
about.
he was a good team.
The best kind of egg. Bean. He's a good egg. Oh, wait. Hang in there. Hang in there, Beans. Trying. I have the bad one.
Oh, for saving people, it is.
Yeah.
Because if you die, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's just... This is where the dynamo roller shines.
Oh, boy.
Dude, Beans is really going nuts. He's a good egg. He's all the foods.
He is the
Oh, sorry, Beans. Should have saved you.
full food here.
Oh, the good old food pyramid. An ancient relic at this point. That was weirdly leaned upon for years.
He moved on to the food petroglyph. Modern.
Now we're now in the food tesseract where it's impossible to comprehend and no matter what you're doing it wrong. Hi, Zebo.
Tide pods are on here somewhere.
Depends on the moment, but yeah, they are in there. They're in the cycle. Hey, Renegade. How are you doing? Oh. No. Got scammed. Got scammed by the flipper flopper. Okay. Steel eels. When they get up to the top here, they get very scary. No! What? No!
Again, it's a round where I have the roller.
Since you asked, I hit Diamond 3. Oh, baby. Congrats. Congrats. That's awesome.
I say.
Thank you, thank you. We'll give it a 40 second. Quite a climb, really? Yeah, you were saying it was going to take a while. Nicely done. Trying to figure out. Okay. The grind is the grind. The grind is the grind is grind. Yeah, I was playing some Trackmania ranked the other day and I was just constantly stuck at pretty much the same elo. It was so sad. Speaking of always being stuck at the same elo, I haven't played chess in a minute. Need to get back to it. And maybe actually study some openings and get good at the game. I would like to hit 1,000 elo at some point, but I've been in like the 900 range for, well, ever really. Oh, there you go. Hold up. Mental attitude plays a big part. Yeah, it does. My mental was shook. Every time I play chess, I get pretty tilted if I lose more than a couple of times. My mental starts to break. You better run. Dang flyfish. Just take it one track, one fight at a time. Yeah, I think fighting games would be really tough for me. Cause I would get irritated. It was mostly because of lag. I would get irritated in Smash Ultimate playing that online.
Hey. Hello?
Hello? Jacob?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my app crashed.
Oh, of course. Naturally.
Last thing that said was nice eggs. I never got a response.
Just gotta have fun with it. Yes, that's the important part. I'm always nervous when playing games I like. I'm scared to get too into it if there's an online element. And if I start getting to the point where I start getting really competitive or my mental disposition is heavily influenced by it, I usually just try to back off, stop playing for a minute. Ooh, wait. Survive. I got greedy. Yeah, I was a little bit bummed out when I saw that there wasn't co-op for side order. I'm not
Yeah,
surprised, but
I wasn't expecting it for like the main portion of it, but I was hoping that'd be like a secret or like an aspect of it.
a little side thing. A side order.
I don't know, maybe in a future Splatoon game they can play around with the idea of like
That would be so fun.
with reception for the previews. I'm hoping.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Sleepy was very put off by the fact that the 8-ball is back.
The funny thing is, I love the 8-ball.
Yeah, me too.
Because it tainted my memory,
Yeah.
and maybe I forgot the horrors.
I think the reason that it stuck in my mind so well was because it was such a pain. But for some reason, I was still having fun with it, even though it felt like I should be hating it.
But then again, I remember being like, I've done the watermelon level so many times in Mario Sunshine, and that was way too
8-ball difficulty is overblown. It just requires patience. I think that's why it's overblown.
Yeah.
We Splatoon players. Well, I shouldn't lump us all together. That'd be rude. I think a lot of people are impatient.
The watermelon level in Mario Sunshine is a nightmare.
Oh yes, I've heard that one.
Where it's like, yeah, I mean, and it's similar because you're spraying it with water, so it's just like, okay, yeah, this is nowhere near as bad because it's nowhere near as finicky.
Right. Doesn't that one break if it falls too far too?
Oh yeah. If it goes too fast or if it falls, you have like this really thin bridge at the end that goes in diagonal lines.
I've seen that. I've seen a clip of that.
It's
It's
and on
torture.
the beach you have all the weird little duck enemies that appear on Peach Beach. Also,
Flip that,
you
yeah.
got rid of them, and they run towards it and they knock it up, and that's instant. It's over.
It's messed up.
The watermelon explodes. So you gotta like eliminate a few of those, and you can't kill them unless you do a very specific method where you get them to run towards these sand castles that are buried, and you spray this little plant, and these sand castles pop out. Mario Sunshine's a very good game. I really like Mario Sunshine, but it is the black sheep of the Mario games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one's, I mean, I would say that's the most oddly finicky control-wise of all the Mario Sunshine levels, but then there's the Pachinko level, which doesn't take nearly as long.
That one I've
Like,
seen.
You can brute force your way through it within 10 minutes, but it might feel like an eternity.
Yeah. No, you actually beat me to the punch with that one. Oh, good. We're sharing the same brain cell, us Splatoon players. The water.
But, I mean, I don't think I had too much trouble with the balls, but I guess I can understand why people did. But I also I think I probably took my time and enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe I am
I think the music was so good in Octo Expansion. It's pretty funny too, on the controller review video, I get comments pretty frequently that still ask about the song. They're like, what's that song playing in the background? Yeah, I used some Octo Expansion music as the backing. And I'm like, oh, somebody was like, oh, it sounds really familiar, but I can't place it. And I'm like, oh, Octo Expansion. They're like, I have no idea why it sounded familiar. But But yeah, the consensus is it's a banger for the background song.
Yeah.
Oh hey, welcome back.
We need some assistance.
Oh shoot, no.
Yeah, high
Red
tide
digits.
is a nightmare sometimes.
It's really not going well.
If you get missiles in high tide,
Oh, I mean,
you just need a boss.
uh, we could switch modes as soon as we get a boss. This looks like a crazy game mode. It is crazy. It gets pretty chaotic. Although today we are doing particularly bad. I don't know what's going on. Oh,
Bad.
I don't want to D-rank. I don't want to go to professional +2. That's just shameful.
I don't want to go where you are, or have been.
No, I get that. I don't want to be here either. Get me back to Executive VP. In one boss. Just get me back to Executive VP. My ketchup 64.
I trust him. Good old expired ketchup from you.
What's going on is Marooner's Bay plus 2 strong with slow weapons and 2 weak.
Okay, get rid of them fucking first round.
Yeah, the weapon mix is interesting. Not terrible. There are definitely worse options. I kind of wish they would have 2 maps running at the same time in Sand Run.
I would like that.
And random weapons at all times.
Or maybe it alternates every, like, half hour.
Yeah.
But it's the same,
Weapons. And...
like, same run or whatever. I don't know, something like that.
I just like to have more options for maps in one day. Brute force that Moz. No! I was following you and then the elevator just raised in front of me. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
High tide, yes, just what I want. Give us low tide again. Remember that one time we got low tide for all the waves? It was so nice.
I don't want
I want to kill the Moz right there. Get a little bit closer. No! Okay, come closer, come closer. Oh.
I got it.
I don't blame you. Our teammate also threw a bomb, so it wouldn't have mattered if we were the only impatient ones. Just got bopped off the edge.
Okay. The bountiful Moz. is always-
No!
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good tip.
Got it. Catch up 64.
Oh,
Oh my.
there's so many of those Wario videos. I wonder if there's one if Wario gets an N64 for Christmas and dies.
Probably. Wait, what? What round is it? Oh,
It's the fun round.
do you have the roller? Oh no. Pool fry, slow walk, yeah!
Saved up my special. It's not a good one.
I need this egg. I need this egg. Nice. Getting forced to do a corner. There we go.
Go. Gotta live.
I put in the work.
Not be rangy tonight. Boss. Is that boss? Okay.
Yes,
I wasn't
thank
sure.
goodness.
My volume
Holy. We did it. Finally got it. I never noticed this blue mohawk. Is that...
It's a special variant which means you get more gold.
That'd be nice. Oh, why is the... I think that was prime position for me to get in there with the roller, and I screwed it up. Okay, carry on. Coming ever so slowly. I can't get to the dang bump. No! Oh, tough. We almost had it too.
Why did everyone go off the middle at the end there?
I went off to save them.
Oh,
My bad.
I don't. Felt like we had a good thing going, and everyone
thought so
was gone
too.
and left that area.
Dang. Well, we still got it. We got all the bonuses. We're good. Let's go see what ranked's looking like right about now.
I'll take the 3 silver. Just shut up.
Yeah, that's That's pretty good. Usually it's all bronze. The 11 or 12 bronze angle. I'm
It
always
was
happy to
11
get away
bronze
from it.
last time, so that was painful.
No, there was no money bonus.
Oh,
No
I
money
got one good one.
capsules. It's so sad.
Which I am broke right now, so I do that.
I am doing pretty good. Pretty good on the moolah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna
usually
refresh the
never-
food. I do not need to refresh the food.
Yeah, so much. There are
Ooh,
some particularly spendy statues that appeared at the shop.
of course. They have a way of taking all your money all at once. Wait, what is it? Still splat zones right now? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Splat zones it is. The room is open. Maybe I go and zap. Nah, let's level up the foil squeezer. It's so close. I would be remiss not to attempt to level it up. Keep saying level up, and it made me think about how it would be if your weapons actually leveled up with the stars. How messed up that would end up being. I'm sure it would go so south.
They got power bonuses like in the first game.
Oh, yeah. Notoriously good mechanic in that game.
I'm very happy that in every update that some that
Oh, yeah. It's so cool. Ah!
the new special looks kind of interesting. Where you get the like Trella bomb.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Hey,
did you not
Corks.
see the trailer for the new season?
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah, they put out a trailer for next season. We get a new airport stage.
Oh, cool.
But they didn't show off another stage. But they've been kind of weird when they closer to release date, like, oh, and here's another special, and here's another, here's the Salmon Run stage. Here's the Salmon Run pop. So there might be a returning stage. Be surprised because these weird all of a sudden they only have one stage being added to the game. I mean, that could be the case.
Maybe.
But yeah, they only showed one stage. But then they showed that we are getting a new Salmon Run stage. It looks pretty sick. It's like a bone rattle arena or something like that. Looks like a death arena. Like has a big fish skeleton surrounding it.
That's awesome. I'm excited for new Salmon Run stage.
I mean, I don't know how mechanically it'll be, but visually it'll look pretty cool.
No! Oh, I'm
But
doing
yeah, there's
terrible.
new music. The new weapons I don't care for. Like, there's a new umbrella. There's a new... Is there a charger? Might have been charger because there's always a charger. Well,
What? No.
pink dual leaves or something. Our favorite.
Yeah, nothing for us, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
bad start.
Yeah.
Maybe I do switch weapons here. No, I think I'm just bad because I got used to having weapons that do heavy damage and spraying hordes of enemies instead of focus firing people who, well, are actual people.
Ooh, my kill counted. Beautiful.
Don't like the sound of that. Ooh. Close that real quick. I could worry about that.
I'm gonna try this new weapon I haven't reminded me about. I don't know.
Ah, the Dread Ringer.
I tried leveling up and I did pretty decent with it. Really weird. It does 90 damage. So it'd be great if you like paired it with someone that has a rain cloud or something.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I guess so. It does kind of suck though because it's definitely they slowed it down a lot because it does that much damage. So getting 2 shots out and having all of the shot land on the person is pretty difficult. Roxas. No, the dualies, man. Oh, I got somebody else with the bomb. Nice. I'm not doing well on kills right now.
Ah, couldn't get out fast enough.
I keep getting too close to the Nautilus.
Dead ringer. They're pairing it with the rain cloud.
Oh no, they know the strat.
What are the chances? I die from the dead ringer and rain cloud.
Of course. Oh. Hey, the bomb came back around. Oh no, he was so close. So, Roxas? Roxas is, Sora's nobody? Am I right? Or is it...
Yes, there's nobody.
Oh, dang. Man, I know the lore.
Yeah, you figured it out. You solved the timeline. I think you are qualified as a game theorist now.
Oh my gosh.
Good work.
Put me in, Matt Pat. Put me in.
You can be a tier 1 theorist in the community. I can put in 4 into the merchandise.
Ooh. We're
That's
talking.
all you're allowed to do.
Good enough for me. Whoa, okay. I didn't know that guy was there. Shoot. Meant to go this way. No! I thought we stopped them. But I guess not. Hmm. They stopped us at 50, huh? And we just never took it back.
Yep.
Wait, did they all have different pointing poses? No, I think two of them were the same. Turns out there are so many pointing poses now. Get me back in there. Yeah, not great. Not a great round.
Oh, so I finished Public Commando.
Oh, nice. How'd you like it?
I enjoyed it, other than the second campaign,
Being
but that wasn't the game's fault.
busted? Yeah.
It was Spire's fault. But for some reason, the third campaign ran fine.
That's so
It wasn't,
strange.
like, great, but I mean, that's what I would expect it to be.
Yeah.
Like, at least I didn't notice anything that was off.
Oh, I forgot
I
that
mean,
the platform
It's
shifts.
nice not to turn into the RC car that Nintendo made in the 70s. So.
Hey, that thing was good. Only turns
You want
left.
to turn left, you have to turn right.
Wait, how did he not fall off the edge?
Well, if you want to go right, you have to turn right. If you want to turn left, you have to turn right more.
Right back here for just a second. Ooh, good trade.
But yeah, after that, I jumped right into the Talos Principle.
Oh, how's that
Basically, I'm
going?
trying to just go through a bunch of games that John wanted me to play for a while.
That's funny.
So.
How are you liking the Talos Principle so far?
I liked it a lot. I finished it.
Oh, you finished it.
Yes, I 100%
Nice.
it. Got all the secret stars.
Holy, yeah.
They're ridiculous. I mean, I had to look up like half of them because a lot of them are just ridiculous. One of them, literally, you have to know the time the moon landing took place.
Yeah, yeah, some of those are silly.
That's the only one that depends on something outside the game. But a lot of them are ridiculous. Some of them I just had to like know where to get started and like, okay.
Yeah.
And then some of them were like, okay, yeah, I can figure this one out now. But I would say at least maybe 60% of them I had to have at least some level of assistance on. As far as the puzzles, there's only 2 I had. And it was 2 late game ones, not the. I think they're in the second to last area.
Yeah, they start getting kind of nasty.
Yeah, they involved.
there.
One was, I think it was like advanced crossing the streams or something like that.
Oh yeah,
and it involves using the recorder, and it's just and canceling the lasers. It was ridiculous.
yeah.
Another one just had, I can't remember what it's called, but it was another one that was just a pain. We had to like go around in a circle with it. It was in the same level.
I think there's a Talos Principle 2, isn't there?
Yes, it came out last year, and it's supposed to be very good. Although I heard it's easier. Was one
It's
of the main
easier?
complaints about it. It's
Huh.
a fair bit.
Interesting.
Um,
I might try it out then.
well, see, I haven't finished because the DLC is included,
Oh yeah,
and the DLC is much harder.
yeah.
Um, but I actually really love the DLC.
Oh, did you ever play The Witness?
Nope.
That one, it broke me. I just never went back to it. I didn't want to look any puzzles up, and it started getting so convoluted that I was like, I can't do this. I have to take a break, and then I just never went back. That's another one of those puzzle games. But Talos Principle, I was able to get all the way through.
Yeah.
I played
got
it.
all
Oh.
3, well, kind of 4 endings. Talos Principle. There's the cat ending.
Oh yeah, I don't
There's-
think I ever got that one.
There's a few dozen, or yeah, there's literally dozens of Easter eggs in the game. In fact, there's a Portal 2 Easter egg.
Really?
Yeah, there's one where you can connect the laser to the moon and it turns around and Ethan's there.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, that's funny, I just barely did that.
Perfect timing.
There's so many Easter eggs, and a ton of Serious Sam Easter eggs, because I didn't know what to say in the studio. Or, so,
I didn't realize that either.
there's a million of them, and there's so many of them involve getting to really obscure places by doing platforming, finding secret rooms. Some of them are so weird and obscure. There's one level you can find a jetpack to fly around with a jetpack, and you find a secret cave that's a hidden puzzle. The Easter eggs go pretty, and I needed assistance to find out Easter eggs because they are absurd. I only stumbled upon like 2 Easter eggs accidentally. One was come across one of the monsters, Mysterious Sam, and you get close. You walk up to him, and he falls on. He goes, "Fly, you fool!"
Oh,
And someone doing their best Gandalf impression.
nice. Yes.
And another one,
Finally.
you walk through a door and find like a hidden little passageway that leads to this guy is at a desk, and he has piles of money and he's throwing the money, and he's very happy about it. Like Barry's a character from Serious Sam.
I know very little about Serious Sam.
Yeah, it's like an arena shooter, I think.
I had no
Or like a
idea.
single-player arena shooter.
I would have if you'd asked me to guess the genre, it would not have been that.
Yeah, it's a PC cult game.
Oh no, Jacob.
But
Oh, just the kills. Looking a little sad.
yeah, you know what? I probably should not be playing with this weapon.
Although the deaths on our team are great. Holy cow, that victory to defeat ratio is kind of crippling. Don't want to stare too closely at that or overthink it.
Yeah, I need to do some strategy.
Okay, they've got a lot of short range and a bloblobber.
Right. So did you ever play the DLC for Talos Principle?
I don't know if it was included. It was a while ago that I played it though.
It came out, I think, a bit after.
Probably not then.
And it was not included. It's included in the Switch version. John was asked about last he hadn't played it.
Oh,
You
then
wanna
I
know if
definitely
it's a
haven't. I've
Yeah.
I think I played it on a shared account with John, so
Alright.
I would have just had the base game.
Yeah. It's on Steam, but it apparently I looked up the sales history. They, as in how often it goes down. It goes like 90% off multiple times a year,
Oh, nice.
or 80% off, like every other month. I mean, I got the Switch version because it kept on going on sale for I think $2 or $3. So, because I have the PC version.
Oh, you do?
But it kept on blue screening on me.
Oh. That's so
Well,
sad.
it blue screened on me twice. I got to like World 6 in the first area. I think I had unlocked, like, you know how you unlock items and usually go
Yeah.
like I unlocked the second one, my computer blue screen. My computer had like never a blue screen. Then I loaded up the game again and tried to progress in the next area and the blue screen was not out there. And I did go back and just make it.
Yeah.
Because again, y'all want me to play the game. So it was kind of unfinished business. Funny enough, there is a blue screen of death Easter egg. You find one of the old computer terminals hidden on a beach that's in a hidden passageway that with blue screen and it gives the same message. I'm like, oh, even in the Switch version, I can't escape it.
The ever-present blue screen.
I think what was happening with my computer, I think it's on.
Yeah. No.
The Switch version's really weird though, because when you load it up, the first tutorial area runs really poorly. And I was like, oh,
It's not good.
I looked at like comparisons and it looked fine. Like, is this another situation? But then the more I played it, I'm like, it's fine. Like, why is it fine? It was still like a little weird in some places, but the further I got along the game, it was better. And it seemed like when you first load into the game, it's kind of weird, but the more areas you load into, it like corrects itself, and I don't understand why.
That is really weird.
And then the DLC has no problem.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I feel like that's where you'd probably start getting hitches when the puzzles
And
get
the
crazy.
DLC, the maps are much bigger.
That's crazy.
So I don't understand. And like the main place where you have issues, like in the hub and stuff, and it has a performance mode, which I do expect it to be where you're not playing from. And visually, the game looks fine, so.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. So, other than mostly the first area, it got a little framey, especially in the distance. The game mostly runs just fine with Glitch. I mean, it could. Okay, I'm changing my gear. I'm gonna get serious and not.
I'm tempted to change mine, but I think I'll stick with this for now. It's doing all right.
Punish mode. So I was kind of wondering, like, is the DLC gonna be like the ultra hard version of the game? I was kind of worried about that because I'm like, it was getting really hard towards the end of Talos Principle, and I don't know if I'm ready just to jump right into that.
Yeah, you need a little
I
bit
looked
of
it up, and they're like, oh yeah, no, it just continues getting harder from where you
a.
left
Of course.
off. And I'm like,
Time to take a break.
oh, I just jumped in though.
Oh, you went straight into it.
So there have been a few puzzles I need help with, or like ways to get things, but boy, the ones I've gotten, which I mean is most of them, so dang satisfying.
Nice. Yeah, I remember it being very satisfying just even in the base game.
And it's a lot of, it's very laser focused, like almost entirely.
Yeah. That seemed to be the direction it
And
was going by the end.
and you're just making these massive grids of the lasers and doing these cancelings and weird quirks of the mechanics. And doing things that you're like, man, yeah, you kind of thought they explored everything you could do with it, and yeah, no, they're doing some weird stuff over some big spaces, and it's very intimidating, but yeah, it's very satisfying. There's one puzzle. There's a lot of them, like the names of the puzzles actually very much help with telling you what you need to do. One was called Binary, and like, okay, I think I know what to do, and there's one I was able to figure out. It was in the special area that you need to do for the endgame with the SD. And basically, do you mind if I someone explain it?
Go for it.
You had one of those mines going back and forth. So I'm like, okay, what I need to do, because there's a door that blocks the sigil you needed. And it had two doors in front of it. One was blocked by a red gate, and one was the blue gate. And you could only take one of these beam emitters over there. So basically, I need to have the beam emitter hitting both of those gate blocks, because it's both on the outside of both gates.
Right.
And then I need to make it so you have two of the lasers going in there. So you have a red laser hitting that and the blue laser, and when the mine crosses it, it's hitting it at just the right sequence to go red, then blue, red, then blue, so it's doing binary, like that. And it's a very specific setup, and I'm like, okay, is that going to work? And you have to move it in a very specific way, but I was able to do it in about 2 minutes.
That's awesome.
And I was just like, oh, wait, I can visualize this one. And I got it, and like, it worked. Oh,
That always feels nice.
Like, yes.
The last round was fantastic, by the way. I think the weapon switch was 100% what won us that round.
Yeah, the paintbrush, what we need.
I think having high damage close range weapons on this map is good because of the little wall in the middle of the zone.
So strangely, it's not the puzzles that I like best about the DLC, it's the story.
Really?
Yes, I really like what they did.
Cool. that's surprising.
Basically, do you mind if I give you the premise?
Go for it.
Elohim, it's basically when the end of the game happens. And
Right.
everything's being Elohim gives, or makes a copy of one of the messengers, Uriel. And you play as that copy. And he wants you to go and free a bunch of the past AIs that he banished. That he like banished in a place where you can't reach them anymore. And let them be free so they don't get released.
Interesting. For
So
some
they
reason, I
got some
forgot.
easy-
I forgot that the god's name they called him Elohim.
Yeah.
Somebody's been reading their Bible.
So basically you go to this like place on the servers that kind of out of the way, and all these different robots have made their own little community. They're stuck in these puzzles that basically fit in for them. You have to free them, but the computer terminals, they made this whole basically their version of Reddit. So you're going through all these forums, and they're like making fan fictions. They're making little text adventures and it's very funny. It's like surprisingly like there's a few bits of humor sprinkled in the main game, but
They went all in.
this game just like goes all in on this humor.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, and it's still like it still has like a lot of serious stuff in it, but the humor is just going on, and I very much enjoy it. And they all have different characters. They all have different names, and they're all kind of just weird random names that were chosen for them that were pulled out of the database, like dog or spider, something. Admin is one of the names, and that's the guy who founded it.
Of course.
And basically, you have to convince them that you're there to free them all, and that some are believe you, some don't. And yeah, but it's just like very interactive with it, and it's handled very well.
That's cool. I would have not like if you came to me and told me that a DLC was coming out and that the biggest draws to it would be the humor and the story, I would have been blown away.
Robot Reddit. So I gotta give you an example of one thing in it that just caught me completely off guard. So one of them, or some of them are obsessed with bits of human history that they can pull from the archives, but they only can pull pieces of it, so they're trying to like make sense of it. So one was like, oh yeah, what the heck is the deal with food? They're like, okay, humans are kind of like machines, but they require input of food for energy. But they output it through two different spots. And one of them, the output, is part of like a social taboo, but also a source of great humor. And many artists have made great source of this humor. And one of the greatest artists to make a good source of this humor is known as Scatman John.
Oh.
I'm just like, they mentioned Scatman John.
What the heck? That's wild.
I mean, I'm paraphrasing
Yeah, no,
it, but it was just, I was, of the one real world person to be mentioned, that I'm pretty sure that would be throughout the whole entire, at least the main game, the DLC. Scatman John is the one I never expected.
that is hilarious. Good old Scatman John. That round was so sad, by the way. I had to contain my sorrow.
It was painful.
He took it back. He took it back at the very end. Sons of guns. Oh man. So maybe a partner showcase tomorrow. Maybe.
Yeah, that's my guess. I think it's just gonna be one because they've done it before where they just dropped it because it's probably best not to hype that up at all.
Yeah.
Probably be no more than 20 minutes. Could easily be just like 15.
Got your back.
But maybe there won't be, but usually, I mean, the reason I kind of paid attention to one is like, oh, Nate the Hate on the Nate the, or I can't remember what his name is. He has the Nate the Hate podcast or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And can't remember his but Spawnwave trusts them, so usually that's like I'm trying to find it. They usually always mention it. And that, so. And also just recently they're the ones that kind of broke the whole thing with the Microsoft going third party on stuff.
Oh yeah.
So. I had to take a wild guess on what the intro code. And this is not based on any actual like rumors or anything that's been put out there. Just a feeling. I think Pizza Tower. So,
Oh yeah, I could see that.
just a lot of times when there's like a big indie game that blows up in popularity and it's PC exclusive, it takes about a year. for to
Has it
make
really
to
been a
pop.
year since Pizza Tower came
Yep,
out?
it's been exactly a year. So that's purely all I'm going off of.
I don't
And
think that's a bad.
a long
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad theory.
it's the type of thing I would expect to come to consoles eventually. And
Yeah.
it could be in an indie showcase, it could not just come to Switch, it could be coming to Switch 2, not that it couldn't work on Switch.
Yeah. No! I missed every shot.
But I could see that being the type of thing where, oh, we got some bigger third-party games, but the one that people actually care about is the indie one they showed us.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't see it. No. Not the lead. No. This Splat Zone's just not been going well, huh?
Yeah,
It's a good thing we're
Splat
free,
Zone,
right? I think we're free.
Are we free? Yeah, for free. We can just kind of forget it.
Oh,
The
please.
wash.
Spinning the Explosher with that heat wave coming out of the top looked really funky.
You know,
Distortion.
I didn't think too much about the person that was just called gay and then had the arrow.
Oh
But
yeah.
once it was put up in the lineup there, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I saw it at the beginning. I saw it at the very beginning and I was like, ah. Definitely not a team name, I don't think. Because there's no way you'd guarantee it lining up.
Yeah.
Not the
I just put an arrow on both sides.
True. True. You just
Then
do
just put a question mark
you
on
do
it.
an angle bracket on each side. But then it looks like you're just emphasizing that you are gay. Which is fine. And it's probably funnier that way.
Like Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh yes, you are Mr. Gay.
I am. Are you?
That's crazy. Well, that's a coincidence. Oh shoot. The room's open.
Alright.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, on the box art for, well, actually it's also in the opening of the game too, Super Mario Galaxy, the letters, there are letters that have stars on them in the title, like little shinies on them, and it spells out "You are Mr. Gay" in the first game. and then what was it in the second one?
I think it's I am. Are you?
It's so funny. I don't know how it's a. It doesn't seem like it could be a complete coincidence, but I mean, I just don't see Nintendo intentionally doing that.
I know it's like either side is like you just don't know 100%. Like, I mean, I'm leaning towards it has to be equipment, but I'm kind of 25-75.
Yeah. Oh, go ranked. Unfortunately, you can't go ranked with 2 players. You have to be solo to go into ranked. One of these days I'll do it. If I play
Tower,
Splatoon
so I'm
solo.
feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I was out of ink. Last I checked, I was S rank, S plus, I think. But it's been probably a season or 2 since I've played ranked. The funny thing about rankings in this game is that X rank is the highest rank, sort of, but it's its own mode when you unlock it. You get to S plus, and it gives you access to X rank.
Yeah, something I've learned about X-Rank is that because it's locked regionally, if you're playing pretty late, it can be hard to find matches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've barely touched X rank. I've gotten into it a couple of times. Come on, baby. Tried to maximize that screen usage. Probably wasn't worth dying for, but I see you creeping over there. Do they see you creeping over there? Oh, almost got him.
Okay, fine.
Take it back. Oh. At least I got him with the bomb. Snipers in this game, man. They know what they're doing with the gun. They're terrifying. If they don't, easy win. Nice. Oh, okay. No, you got us. Doolies, man. Can't stand him. No! Oh. It's not good. Come on. Oh, it's fumbling. No, I ran out of ink. No!
Where has the team been?
Good question. fucking sun. Uh-oh. Nobody's on the tower. No!
Ah,
Ooh, that looks glitchy. Oh. We had that too.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Kill the death ratio. I'd rather it not be 1-to-1. I need to improve. Good job on the kills. I was the weakest link on the team.
You just have that moment of weakness.
Yeah. If I hadn't run out of ink right there, if I'd managed my ink a little bit better, we would have had it. We ran out of ink right before killing the guy that was on the tower. I've never had such a pivotal moment of ink loss. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the screen, the ink wall screen. It seems, It seems fine as a special. Honestly, if they could just make it look like make it so that you can't see through it at all, but so like the enemy can't see through it at all, but you can, then it would be a fantastic special.
Yeah. The one-way mirror.
Yeah. Oh, I almost wiped him out.
Technically, that's actually exactly not what it is.
Not reflective at all. Doesn't show any. Yeah, it's.
It just sounded right. It didn't mean it was right.
I get the idea.
It's like a one-way mirror, except not that at all. The sentiment. The sentiment.
It holds true.
But yes, I still understand. Exactly
And
how
I
that would
understood exactly what you meant when you said one-way mirror, even though it's not. Get out of there. Hi, pup. I know. Uh-oh. Gotta pay my toll. Nice. Okay, that's better. That's better. It felt a lot better about that one. I wish I'd been able to wipe them out at the beginning. Would have been so sick. Aw. It's okay, pup.
Did I ever send you the trailer for the CDI game? Or the one that's trying to...
Oh, no, you didn't. I saw it.
Um,
Didn't it come out?
it just barely.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen articles recommended to me about it.
Yeah. So Vinny's in it.
Really?
Yep. And both Link and Zelda's voice actors from the CDI games.
I remember you talking about that. That's so funny.
Yep.
I saw an image of one of the cutscenes, and wow, they nailed it.
It's great.
They nailed the aesthetic.
Well, the guy who made it, he did like a mod of both. I think he did both of the Zelda CDI games. Well, there's three, but the two ones that matter.
Yeah.
Where he actually tried to, or he did like a semi-remake where he tried to make the controls actually playable. And did like a remaster of it. In a way.
That's some crazy
So,
dedication.
Yeah.
To put that much effort into a game that is that bad is impressive.
I remember because it was like 2 years ago you sent it to Vinny, so he was a fan. But yeah, he did the thing where he's like, I'm gonna just do this again, but make my own game.
That's
Apparently
awesome.
with the special edition, they even made a replica CDI or a controller that's similar to the CDI controller.
That's awesome. Nice. We let them get pretty far, but a wipeout here is good. I can't get on the tower with you. There we go.
Yeah, the fact that it blinds us also.
Yeah. It's not the most helpful.
Or just make it more transparent for your team even.
Yeah.
And then it's misty for them. With that slight change, yeah, it's pretty good. But I think it'd be still fair enough.
Yeah. Not fully transparent and completely blocked out on the other side.
Yeah.
That would be maybe a little too extreme. Oh, roller. Oh. I'm sorry, Pop. She's so sad. Oh! No! Trizuka, man. The Trizuka. Dude, this roller gets around.
I need custom.
I guess there are two of them. Makes sense why. Well, there are three of them, actually.
Before I killed him. Gosh dang it. And he killed everyone. Women. Wait, I'm the only one left.
It's pretty funny that there has been. I think, I mean, Ahsoka's probably a sign of it, but there's definitely been a resurgence in, like, popularity of the prequels, essentially, where instead of just being made fun of, there's like a faction who are like, this is good. All the kids who grew up with it. They're like, yeah, it's pretty good. What are you guys are talking about? Admittedly, I'm the same way. The prequels are my guilty pleasure. But it's still guilty. I think some people go so far as to it not even being guilty. Which is one bridge too far.
Yeah. I feel like my opinion hasn't changed too much on it. Like, I enjoy them. sometimes not for the right reason.
Yes.
But I find things that are good about it, but there was definitely they needed someone there to say no, George, no.
Yeah, they're just yeah. Confess your sins. Yeah, it's tough. I hate to admit it, but I kind of like them. Like Jacob said, though, a lot of it's ironic, where things in it are meant to be taken seriously, but are just funny. But I don't. It's kind of weird. There's enough interesting and decent stuff in the prequels that I can comfortably say that, but I feel like if I ever found myself liking the sequel trilogy at all, I would never admit it in any degree, because I don't think there are any redeeming qualities. There are definitely, like in No One Ever Really Is Gone, or yeah, No One's Ever Really Gone, that one. Episode 9. There's a lot of really genuinely funny stuff in that. But
There's a handful of quotes. I mean, some of them are because it's bad.
it is
It's nowhere near like the same endearment prequel.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
I'll give it. But like one quote that I've been thinking about a lot, like Talisman, not a joke, is I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. There's a lot of the puzzles that I'm like, when I figured out, like, oh.
No, that fits.
Because there's
that
a lot
fits
of
the
them where
puzzle
it's like,
game.
whoa. Well, because a lot of them, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. It's all about just doing it better, because it's a lot of timing stuff with it, and just making sure everything's aligned because you got moving parts. With
Yeah.
the lasers, and it gets way into that, and it's like, oh boy. Okay.
Did you hear Henry Cavill is bringing Warhammer 40K to the big and small screen? I thought it was just the small screen. I did hear about
I only
that
heard
though.
by Amazon.
That's where all the sci-fi fans have gone. The Star Wars refugees. They're hoping. They're hoping. That would be sick if the 40K series went well. It was good. It's gonna start with a movie and then a series? Okay, I'm actually more excited for that. I'm always nervous when a new IP is just thrown to the sharks by just going straight into like stream only TV, essentially. Bit of a death sentence at points. Especially if it's on Netflix, they'll cancel just about anything. I am nervous for the Avatar series as well.
Yeah. I'm glad it's not the school thing that was really.
Oh yeah,
weird.
that was awful.
Which I wonder if that had any truth to it, because I remember it leaked, and then Netflix actually was like copying like striking it. The guys on the poster.
It had to.
Yeah.
There had to have been some truth to it then.
Because then it took them a lot longer to come out with it, which that would have been like pre-production.
Yeah.
And COVID happened, so I wonder if they changed around stuff. But it's.
That would
I
make
mean,
sense.
the creators left like way before then.
Yeah.
So,
They were out for a long time.
yeah.
Dang it.
So I just want to know if that's true at one point.
It's known that he's a fan of 40K, and he's executive producer too. Ooh, that's pretty exciting. It is a British brand. Message from the former Star Wars fans is, if you don't gatekeep and make it for everyone, it's for no one. Gatekeeping is necessary. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, a lot of people were excited when they heard about that. Then I kept on hearing, oh no, he's just reading the lore, and I'm like, what? That's not I'm not sure if that was true, but that put out then. But yeah, we're getting good content. Amazon, and then I'll probably, like, I know just very little about it, just some basic memes and stuff just from Culture Lost Stuff is about 40K.
Yeah.
But I'd be willing to dive in. At least on a casual level.
Same. And then I might get into figure painting. Case in point, look what happened. I think that they could have told a mediocre story with the sequel trilogy in Star Wars, and it would have been fine if they'd had a story planned from the beginning.
But, oh man.
It's just so...
I was so naive with the first movie because I was like, no, they know. They have
Yeah.
There's a reason Ray was able to do this and this. Yeah, they know what they're doing. There's a reason for this. Remember, a story for another time. Disney's usually good about it. Don't worry. And then it was just kind of like, we don't have stuff planned.
Just meandering.
And then after 8, there's a lot of fans that are like, yeah, they don't have anything planned. And then there's big faction and like media like, no, they have it all planned. And then 9 happened and
everybody's like, oh, yep.
Yeah, they didn't have any plans. That's what about everyone thought that was that.
Of course, I'm all about elitism and gatekeeping, and we'll look down on all the newcomers. Okay, well, prepare to look down on us as we watch Warhammer. The story was in trouble when Carrie Fisher died. Yeah, that was tough. Although I don't think they had any real actual plans. Hey Peeves, how's it going? That's the sad part, is that even with Carrie Fisher around, and also kind of frustrating because they had a almost perfect death scene for her in 8, and then she Mary Poppins her
Oh boy.
her way back into the ship. That was wild.
I think my soul started Mary Poppins its way out of my body when I saw that scene.
Yeah. I was like, well, this is crap. I'm going. It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. We're rocking it up in Splatoon, losing a lot, but you know, the thing is, Star Wars had a wealth of literature to draw from. The execs decided to rewrite it anyway. They
had nothing there.
Yeah.
It has no backstory or any other material.
Yeah.
To go on.
That's one of the most frustrating things, is they're like, oh, let's get rid of all the legends that we call it now, and we'll write our own original good stuff. Got you tabbed up, perfect. And yeah, then the original stuff didn't even come close to the vast majority of the fan-made stuff. And then they like they bring Thrawn in, and it's like the most well-respected fan trilogy ever. The Thrawn trilogy is supposedly fantastic, and then they make Ahsoka, and he's just blue Elon Musk. I'm not trying to insult the actor, but he really just does look like blue Elon Musk, and apparently acts like he's really smart and everything's going to plan, but in reality everything's going to crap, and that is also very Elon Musk coded. To trash the previous Legacy 2 seemed to be their aim. Yeah, they were just like, hey, episode 6, you know how it seemed to be the end of a saga, and you know it was a big deal, kind of the end of the Skywalker lineage, and then it's just like, oh hey, Skywalkers are back, Palpatine's back, everybody's back, nothing changed. Bigger Death Star, what do you know? Episode 6 meant nothing. Star Wars' loss is 40K's gain. For your sake, I hope that the the movie and series are great. I really, really hope they are. Because it sounds like you've got pretty high expectations. I personally would temper them if.
Hey, don't count out Rebel Moon Part 2.
Oh, good point. Oh, it's saved. Holy.
Yeah, okay, that's one thing we can give current Lucasfilm. They turned down.
It's being produced by Amazon too, so that's a cause for concern. Yeah. You never know. You never know. I can't say that much of Rings of Power being bad was like Amazon interfering. But if it was, I'm nervous for 40K. Because sort of the same way that you're talking about how they tried to make Star Wars for everyone and end up being for no one. That's kind of how Rings of Power went too. Where they're like, hey, we've got this really complex, weird lore. You know, that we're going to be delving into, but we're gonna soften it and we're gonna try to make it so that anybody could watch it and have fun with it and make sense of it and yada yada. It's bad.
I just find it hilarious that they turned down a Conan script or a show from the guy who went on to go do House of the Dragon that came out the same time Rings of Power.
It's so funny.
It's like, wow.
It doesn't have the star power of the Lord of the Rings name that they paid so much money for.
There's rumors that the budget's going to be nuts on the second season, if that's true.
I mean, it was already going insane in the first season.
Yeah, it's, I mean, not that I care that they're wasting their money.
It just
their
is
loss.
a little sad to see money being burned, even if it's a massive corporation that, you know, it's a drop in the bucket to them. It's a lot of money. Just pay me it, and it'll have a better reception. At least one person will be happy with it. Apparently the story will be set in the beginning, the origins of the Horus Heresy, which has been the best-selling series of books. So we'll start with Earth in the age of techno-barbarian warlords, which we can relate to. And Star Wars will live on as Lego sets. Too true.
We are getting the, I believe it's what you are for Rohirrim?
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim, yeah.
Oh, that's
at
the...
at the end of the year.
Oh, it's a show? Wait. Show?
I think it's a movie.
Oh. Wait.
Animated.
Animated movie at the end of the year?
Yeah, for Lord of the Rings.
I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know either. Like, it'd be nice.
I would like something good to come out of the Lord of the Rings franchise. Post, you know, Return of the King.
Well, we've had plenty of great stuff. We've had, we've had Gollum.
Yeah.
Gollum.
We had the Hobbit trilogy.
I mean, I had a fun theater going experience with the second one. That could be the third one.
I didn't like it. It was my first midnight showing, and I was tired, and I got fed up with it. Just because, you know, they were going like kind of campy over the top mode, and I was just like, oh, come on, just let me. Hey, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride this ride.
I didn't I didn't go in with the intention of turning off my brain, but I wish I had. I think it would have been a lot more enjoyable.
Obviously, that's not the greatest strategy for them because I was not interested in coming back.
That's true.
And also, I was like, oh yeah, there's like a chapter or two left in the book, and we're gonna stretch that out to another movie. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. 40K is a vast, ever-expanding story, while Star Wars and Dune end with the movies. And yeah, yeah, Dune's got a lot of world building in it. Star Wars, it's kind of funny. They kind of masquerade as the universe being huge, but then they're like, hey, they're only like. There's one family that's important in the entire universe. Oh, one family that matters, Skywalker. And yeah, makes the universe feel
That's
a little bit
why
small.
It was important to kind of send it off in a respectful manner with the trilogy and be able to move beyond that and expand in the way that makes sense. Maybe even if you threw out the extended universe, be able to use pieces of it and respect the material.
I like how they did the exact opposite. That's. I did like the
Remember
Dune
when they killed
miniseries.
Admiral Akbar?
Oh yeah.
And then the actor, he didn't know he was being killed, and when he read the script, he cried.
That's so sad.
It is really sad.
Oh,
Seriously.
man. I don't know about the Dune miniseries. I have the book. I bought it a little while back. I intend to read it. The first Dune book. 40K is grim and dark and glorifies war too much. Yeah, I wonder how they'll work around that. Because if it's being produced by Amazon, I feel like they'll probably try to temper it a bit. The controversy. They're trying to wokeify 40K. Oh no. The fans of the company said no, get lost. I am a mad respecter. First off, of women. Let's not mince words here. Second off, I'm a mad respecter of creators protecting their IP. Because, like, it ticks me off a little bit. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Korra's not great. The creators had a bit of a George Lucas Genesis, in my opinion, where at first I'm like, man, they can do no wrong, it's great, and then it just all goes downhill, and you're like, wait, I don't know about this. So I didn't like Korra, but one of the reasons I wasn't a fan either was because during the M. Night Shyamalan movie, they did not protect their IP very well at all, and kind of just let it get bastardized. And then they did the same thing with the Netflix series. Instead of fighting for it, they were like, we don't want any part of this. And yeah, I don't know. It's not the biggest fan right now.
And how much say do they have compared to like Nickelodeon now?
That's a great question.
I know they have. I think they have more control than is usually the case with anime studios. I
Yes.
think. I'm not 100% sure.
They weren't really fans. They were just coming in to change things like tourists. Yeah. Definitely a lot of that going on. Where you see a classic IP or, movie series or show or something come back, and then it just they completely mess with it, and ruin it. So sad.
They split from Red Letter Media, where Rich is saying how to go see all your childhood properties burned to the ground. Something I'm paraphrasing. And
It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. Females are already represented as Sisters of Battle. That's the funny thing too, is like I didn't know what to say in response to that because I knew the Space Marines were I know very little about 40K. So I was like I don't know how to weigh in here because I don't know the lore. Should I read some Warhammer books? Is that what I'm learning here? This ink looks almost white. Do you have the yellow ink right now?
yes,
Yeah, it's... So...
like when you get that off-white blue color,
yeah,
kind of yellowish.
yeah. Glue that's been sitting out for too long.
Yeah, like
Or like dried on the cap, you know? Elmer's glue that's dry. The really crunchy kind, you know, that really just crunches between your teeth.
Oh.
For the record, I've never eaten Elmer's glue. Let me get that out.
Purely a drinker of stuff.
Yeah, I never eat it. You know, I would never eat the hard stuff off the cap. That's some, that's some beta.
Maybe the occasional sniff. But eating is a step too far.
I would never. Ow, am I alive? Nice.
Yeah, you don't stuff that. Don't do that.
I'm willing to bet you guys probably already knew where we were. So there was going to be a Rey prequel series coming. But when Cavill 40K Project was finalized and announced, the Rey prequel series has been postponed indefinitely. Coincidence? I think not. I do think they are still going for a Rey sequel series, from what I
Yeah,
understand.
they're trying, but it was postponed.
Yeah.
Probably because they dropped a bunch of people. Not happy.
It's hard, you know, when you're Disney and you have the most successful IP ever and you absolutely butcher it, and then you can't stop kicking a dead horse. I don't know how to help them.
Not even talked about what they've done to the toy cells.
Oh
Which
yeah,
were the actual golden goose of the franchise, and now have disappeared from shelves. Minus Lego.
that's the only one that's still around. Yeah. The timing is interesting. On one hand, they want to compete. On the other, they just can't. Yeah. I think the most frustrating thing too is that having it's annoying that Disney always, or at least in marketing campaigns and stuff, they always fall back on sexism in the industry, which I'm not gonna deny that there is sexism. The problem is they're like, oh, now that we're running out of ideas, let's start making movies with female protagonists. And it's like, just you're completely burying the opportunity to have a good female lead in any of these movies because you're just ruining the characters with really crappy writing. Even after episode 7, I was like, Rey still has a chance to become a relatively interesting character. It's just that she, even in 7, was not the most interesting character. But there's a chance, and then it just got worse.
It was pretty good, and then they just decided, let's push him to the back.
Yeah. Yeah, Finn got shafted. It was a tough watch. Oh, dodges. I'm too fast for you. No! Not too fast for the blaster, though. Dude, you weren't even aiming for me. Oh, that stings. Our prediction is the Cavill story will be Valdor. So there is a black female as the High Lord of Terra. Diversity box ticked and done. And then no one can complain. It's rare that you get a long-standing series that has diversity built in any extent. In Rings of Power, I don't mind I don't mind diversity inclusions if they're done well. I mean, that would be almost racist of me if I said otherwise. But, you know, like it's crazy in Rings of Power that they have multiple races in the show. They've got the humans, the elves, they've got the people that live on the island for some reason. I'm forgetting it, which is so sad. And I'm like, they could have just cast a single race in each of those races. But instead, it's just like every single one of them is a melting pot. And it just doesn't make any sense at all. Like it's just weird. It's done very poorly, especially with the elf, which like having a black elf, whatever, it's fine. But then it's so weird when every single other elf is pasty white, and it's like made very, very poignant almost that every other elf is as white as can be, and it's so weird. It felt so strange. Like I said, just make them, I mean, even though it's established that the elves are like fair skinned in the books, you could have just made it a single race. Doesn't even matter which one, just pick it.
This is actually what they did in Game of Thrones.
Really?
Well, I mean, not like race-wise, but just like region-wise. Like, they made it make sense. Like,
yeah.
Because they changed a few things with House of the Dragon, and... Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it ended up... People didn't really care too much, because also it was a really good show, and it made sense enough in the world, and... Yeah.
It's crazy. This one was very well done. I read the book, and the plot was very interesting. Ooh. Maybe I do have to read Warhammer books. I didn't see Rings of Power, and I don't want to. Yeah. It's not worth the time. It's alright. If you completely divorce it from the source material, it's okay. But that's the problem. You have to divorce it from Lord of the Rings, and you know, it's when your entire draw is that it's in the Lord of the Rings universe. That's kind of hard to do.
So I don't know how true this is, but I've heard whisperings that come off as threats of a Hot Sauron spin-off series for Rings of Power.
Oh. I mean... like having male villains have glow ups, it would be hypocritical of me to say that I'm not interested after Ganondorf, but I'm that's the funny thing is I'm like, ooh, that sounds neat, even though I know it's gonna be horrible. Like, like you said, it's definitely a threat, but I don't know if he's hot enough. I think it's impossible for R. Martin to actually finish his books at this point. He's written himself into too many threads. It's become impossible
Oh, he
to
actually
resolve.
just literally just blamed people for complaining about it. Is the reason why he's not writing it.
Yeah, he's like, people are complaining, and so I won't finish it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And the funny thing too is that he probably just knows that he, like you're saying, he has too many threads, that he can't write a satisfactory resolution. And it's possible that just the show bombing and sucking so bad at the end may have been what put him off. Imagine if he was involved in the writing of the last couple seasons, which I don't know that he was.
He gave them like notes. They
Yeah.
have, like, a, they have,
And
like,
see,
a
that's
little
the
draft
funny
of what
thing.
to
I'm
do.
wondering if he actually like essentially test screened an ending.
Yeah, some people theorize that. So,
But I think most people are still on the side of, oh,
no,
we,
he has something way better.
yeah, this is clearly not his vision. But part of me thinks that he did give them the outline for the end, so it's on him. Yeah, I think he's trying to divorce
The
himself
outline,
from it.
yeah.
I'm using the word divorce a lot. I don't know why. He's trying to separate himself from it.
He was also complaining about along with that recently about people hating on projects and wanting them to fail, and a lot of people were taking it as him projecting about being sour about the reception to the end of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The way you were talking about it. So that kind of thing.
No, I thought it was a sniper there. But then making us wait 11 years since the last book by now, something like that. Yeah. Has it really been 11?
I
That's crazy.
I have more faith in Hunter.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I mean, none of them are going to finish. I don't think. But
Yeah.
at least getting.
But I think we'll get one more
Good amount of new
installment
content.
from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's just been put off by that, and also he's let himself be distracted by other projects that he's just more interested in.
Yeah.
Because like, well, he got the right story or help with Elden Ring, and then he has like the Owl Wolf, and then both of those things are actually really cool, and I'm sure there's probably some other things. But yeah, the thing that made him, he's just kind of
Throwing it away.
so slow on.
Hey, Sid. How goes the Sploon? It's going well. Well enough. We've lost a lot of rounds. But it's been a chill time.
It's a little better now.
Yeah. It was worse. Oh shoot. No. Oh. Yeah, they've still locked me out of said they've still locked me out of adding emotes. It's messed up. When are they gonna let me put emotes in?
Love again.
Did you get a pre-roll ad coming into stream? Because if not, that's a very good sign. I didn't. Good. Good. What are you supposed to do? Nothing. It's just I click on the menu that where I'm supposed to add them, and it just says, "Uh-oh, we're still doing something. Refresh a little bit later, and it'll be working." And I've tried it for the past couple days. It's been nothing so far.
You think something would just take over and it would let you?
Yeah. It happened with the monetization, which is so funny to me, because like
Yeah.
they don't have any of like my information. So like me running an ad, they'd have to like get information from me to send me like the 2 cents or something, you know, I'd get from it. But
like, get that started right now. But
yeah, exactly. They kick it into high gear when it comes to them making money. They're like, oh shoot, and then it's like, oh, something that's kind of the one fun thing I was looking forward to. They just take their sweet time on. Come on, man. Not finishing his books has made him the biggest joke in the history of fantasy authors. Yeah. It's crazy how much praise he still gets anyway. I mean, from what I've heard, that what he's written is good. A lot of it is good. I'm excited to see play through Elden Ring. Oh baby, that one kill. Shabu Shabu, what does that mean? Sounds familiar. Shabu Shabu. I heard that phrase in a recent Gintama episode. It's somewhere in there in the cranium. He sold his name and ideas for others to make content about. That's what you mean. Yeah, I mean, oh man, is business minded. When he dies without the next book published, his heirs will sell the unpublished work for 100 times its worth. Yeah, it's bound to happen. So there's a manga I follow that we just referenced called Hunter x Hunter that has very, very long hiatuses between chapters a lot of the time. It's been running for, shoot, I don't even know how long at this point. But there was an anime produced in 2011 that ended not too long after, and it essentially caught up to the manga, like basically where the manga is now. That's so in the years since, barely anything has come out. It was really funny too, because I talked people into watching Hunter x Hunter while I was reading it. I'm like, oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter's great anime. Definitely watch it. And then they got to the end and they're like, oh man, when is it gonna start back up again? And I was like, dude, listen, I hate to break it to you, but I caught up with the manga from where the anime ended in a day. It's not starting back up anytime soon. The next arc is crazy, but you know. Oh.
That reminds me. Peggy made a post about One Piece. That because some of the cover stories are relevant to some of the current stuff that comes up in the anime. He's like, well, how are they going to have to like cover that in the anime? And he's like, they should have been covering that before. And there was like a good comment. I was like, man, if only they would have paced themselves and did arcs where they cover the cover stories instead of making the Wano pacing trash.
Yeah. No, it's the pacing of the One Piece anime is tough. I've actually thought about I've watched the One Piece anime twice, and I've read most of the manga once. I've thought about watching One Piece and reviewing it because I think they're actually caught up,
Oh,
and I'm curious. I'm really curious because they have the arcs in like in block segments. They have it separated out into episodes as well, but they have some arcs condensed down to like here's an hour long at like hour and a half East Blue or whatever, you know, like they combine it all together, and I'm curious to see how good it actually is. I was a fan of the Game of
see if
Thrones
it's
book,
worth what it is.
read them long before the series came. Having seen the end of the series, I'm over it. Yeah, I think the amount of time since you read the originals and those came out as well probably doesn't help the being over it. What were you saying, Jacob?
What was I saying?
Oh,
Oh, I was just saying to compare out if what they lose in the one page is worth it.
yeah. See, that's the thing that I'm most worried about. I'm not even worried about them, like, it sounds like they're trying to go based on their, like, mission statement, essentially. Seems like they want to go very just manga accurate, where they just follow the manga, keep all the scenes from the manga. And I think they do even keep the better scenes from the anime, but like the better additional scenes. But for the most part, they try to stay true to the manga. The one thing I'm the most concerned about is how the editing works together.
Yeah.
Like,
Feels a little-
if you're taking the original anime and you're cutting it up, surely you're gonna have weird music cuts. How are you gonna deal with that? Is there a way around that? Did they figure something out? You know, that's one of the main things I'm interested in.
I mean, because I mean, it might help that One Piece uses some of the same pattern over and over again.
Oh,
So
true,
maybe
yeah.
they just remix it. I don't know. It depends on if they have just the sort of content.
Yeah.
Like just working
This is why I'm very
the
excited
voice
for
with the.
the new anime.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great because there's a lot of people that just go, man, One Piece is supposed to be so good, but oh, no way.
Too long. Also, nobody can seem to recommend a good version. In fact, Grand Line Review talked about this. He talked about how he can't even really recommend of his translation of the manga because of the weirdness at the beginning. I didn't even realize there was weirdness at the beginning. But they try to go pretty hard on the like pirate accent in the translation.
Weird.
Yeah. It was very early on, like early days. They were trying to feel it out, I guess. And they kind of botched it a little bit. Had a One Piece volume at work in case work slowed down, and someone in my office said that me reading manga made me seem more like a real person. What?
Whoa.
Oh, that feels insulting. Because I feel like it should do the opposite. No? Like, maybe more unique would be the way that I would think of it, but
Interesting.
I don't know. That's a really strange reaction.
Oh, you're person.
It says more about them than you. Amen, brother. Amen.
That was neat. I mean, that was like the last reaction I was expecting.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was supposed to be a compliment because they said I seemed like a goddess before. Still feels like an insult. What the heck was this interaction? Oh no. What? That's one of the weirdest social interactions I've heard of in a hot minute.
Yeah, I kind of lost.
And I watch
That one.
all the Moist Critical videos where he talks about crazy weird social interactions. And that one still trumps him somehow. Okay. Just keep getting point sussed over and over again. No! Laser focused. It's coming from a place where the rejects from the Rocky Horror Picture Show became the new normal and everyone else is dangerous radicals. No! I almost got on the tower. Went villager mode there for a second. Okay. Let's back out for a sec. I need to go renew my money food.
Alright.
And also probably switch weapons. Because I feel like I just need to change of pace. Give me money. Give me money. Do. Thinking of a Mystery Skulls song, and I'm trying to piece it together in my head. I used to worry every day. I got better things. It's somewhere back in the folds of the brain. Sometimes when I think about brain function, I think about that SpongeBob episode where
Oh,
it just has all the internal SpongeBobs
oh, that one.
that are going through the filing cabinets. Wait, which one do you think I was talking about?
I think of the one where something goes in his brain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Squidward, a mediocre clarinet player. But the other one that goes in SpongeBob's brain.
Yes, there are multiple. I think of all the dozens of SpongeBobs running around the filing cabinets, and then everything catching on fire, and them running around with the thing screaming. And I think it's a good allegory for what I feel like goes on in my brain sometimes, where I feel like there's a little guy in there, just a little guy, and he's just, you know, I give him a little prompt. I'm like, hey, could you answer this query real quick? And then he runs off and searches through the filing cabinets, and sometimes he just never comes back. And that is the most frustrating thing. But occasionally he's quick with it. I respect him a lot at moments like that, but man, I do feel like he's getting slower over time, which is so sad because I'm not that old. I swear. He's old
Well,
though.
maybe it's Devilish Brain Age training or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah,
On the
that's
Switch. That game I forgot existed till right now.
Green Age. Shoot, I don't remember the title. It's what I need. I like to think that playing Tetris helps, but I kind of doubt it. I turn my brain off when playing Tetris at this point.
That's why the guy doesn't come back. He's like,
Yeah. Good point. In the past couple of years, he bought a Switch and got Tetris 99. Son of a gun. Sometimes I send queries for coding questions for work, and he never comes back. Clearly, he too is fed up with coding. No. You've done it now. I think part of the problem recently is because I have been having terrible sleep for a long time.
oh. Yeah, that may be a factor.
Yeah. I hope it's not permanently impacting my brain. Brains have such good neuroplasticity that I can't imagine it being permanently impactful in a big way. At least I hope not. I hope not. Bit of a downer note to stop talking on. Maybe I should come up with another conversation topic. Oh. Oh, hello.
Oh, are you planning to go see Madam Web?
Oh, sorry. One sec, Jacob. No, I'm not. I'm not intentionally not responding. Yeah, I'm muted up. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, of course.
There was one review
Uh-oh.
on Rotten Tomatoes that said, "I owe Morbius an apology."
Oh no! Wait, is it out? Is that?
Yeah, it just came out and it was. I don't know if it's what it is right now, but at one point yesterday it was at 16% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my word. I'm telling you. Disney's out there. They're just being completely
I mean, this was
antithetical.
technically Sony.
Oh, this is Sony? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, well,
This is their
this is
Spider-Man
the villain verse.
that has no Spider-Man. Apparently, it does have both his parents or something, or maybe he's not.
He's not born yet?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
I see. That's how they're gonna bide their time until they get the rights fully back.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure the Kraven the Hunter movie will be great.
He's already a hard
And then we have
character to
Venom
pull
3.
off, and like, I think that the Marvel Spider-Man game did a pretty good job pulling off Kraven the Hunter. It's just, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
And
make a
even then-
Kraven Hunter movie. We're gonna change a bunch of stuff about him and no Spider-Man. Make a movie.
Perfect.
Just like we did with Morbius, where we changed a bunch of stuff about him and no Spider-Man.
The
kind
most
of
annoying
hero.
thing about this villain verse is that they're turning them all into like heroes
Yeah,
to
they're
the-
all like,
to the
They're
point
all-
where it's just like there's no you're taking away all the classic villains and making them no longer villains. So if you do finally get Spider-Man back, you're not going to have any compelling villains to work off of because you're going to have all these quote-unquote villains that you want to keep pure.
I mean,
You're going to have to come up with some stupid like Captain America Civil War logic to get them to fight each other.
have you seen what the post-credit scene is in Morbius?
Oh, wait. I think I heard about it, but I can't remember for sure what it was. What was it?
I've only seen, I haven't seen Morbius, but I've seen the post-credit scene. It is obviously, it seems like they just took extra footage they had of Jared Leto. Because it seems like they didn't get in the film, because they're like, oh, we might be able to work this into a Marvel project, maybe.
Mm.
So what they did is they had him like walking, and then they like intercut. They had Vulture come in from the actual Marvel, the current MCU.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he flies in and he says something about referencing Spider-Man, and then just like dubbed over, Morbius goes, intriguing. And it's just like spliced together. Like it looks like a when you see fan edited trailers, they're like, oh, it's these two guys fighting or talking together from these two different movies. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like it's real. It's like, wow, that was an actual post-credit scene in a movie.
That's crazy. Cavill's 40k series will kill Marvel and The Witcher 2. They don't need any help.
Especially The Witcher after
Oh, yeah.
the spin-off.
Mm-hmm. It's just The Witcher. It's unfortunate. The Witcher had promise, and it was kind of fun to have Henry Cavill, who loves The Witcher, be being the Witcher himself, and then he left the project.
All the stuff about people seeming like her upset that he was a fan of the material.
Yeah, it's not cool these days to be a fan of material that you're adapting. Moist Critical's talking
They're like,
about
he's
this.
a gamer, and they were trying to like smear him as that was a bad thing.
It's like
I know.
that's the idea, isn't it? Like that's what we're trying to adapt here. The books and the games. Yeah, but it will prove the industry isn't dying, just that those companies are bad. Now that could be true. That could very well be true. How late is it for you, Renegade? By the way, it just struck me. It can't be. It can't be very early for you. Oh. I went to bed early and woke up early. Oh. Okay.
It'd be nice to have Henry Cavill get a win and not just be powered by things out of his control.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. The Superman, everything about Superman, the DCU, and
That whole thing is like, okay, he's back in it, and they're going to do a soft reboot, and he's back in, and never mind, we're doing more of a hard reboot, and he's not in.
yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind, we're keeping all of James Gunn's characters, so it's not really a hard reboot anymore. We just got rid of all the other expensive actors that are not James Gunn's characters.
Yeah. What a mess. Grinding to Diamond 3 really took it out of me. I bet. Yeah, I think it's folly to believe that James Gunn can actually like fix the DCU, DCCU,
Here's
DC.
one problem. Even if it is good, which it may be good.
Yeah.
Can it be successful even if it's good?
I don't know.
In the current state of things.
I think they've absolutely eviscerated the goodwill of the hero fans. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to say. I don't think it's possible.
Like, and I mean,
Even if it's good.
the people that were still fans or still were interested, they basically just backstab them. So it's like they
Mhm.
got to start from the ground up, and the whole genre is not looked upon very fondly currently. So they kind of gotta bring it from the brink. Good luck. I don't envy the position.
Yeah. Seems tough.
I mean, I'm sure it pays well for us.
It's all
I
about
don't
the money and
envy
ESG
the
points.
responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah. Screw the actual content. It does feel like that at this point. And in their effort to meet the bottom line and get money for their shareholders, they make really bad stuff and are losing money. Oh, man. The only superhero thing I'm excited for is the last part of the Spider-Verse trilogy. Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm excited for that. But that's about it. I can't think of anything else that would get me excited at this point. And the only reason I'm excited about that is, like, if somebody announced right now that there's an animated Miles Morales movie coming out, I would be like, oh, it's probably going to be awful. So yeah, I mean, it all comes off the heels of the first two being good.
So they just showed off a picture of the cast for Fantastic Four. Finally getting that.
Oh, we're getting Fantastic Four again? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, they bought the rights when they spent like 70 billion on Fox and are not utilized properties from that very expensive acquisition at Disney.
Yeah.
And the outfits look good. The actors are fair, good enough. And there's like a Time magazine in there, and it says like 1960 something, so it's set in the 60s, which is the right move. And it looks good. It's like, oh man, this would get me so excited if I didn't expect it to be messed up.
Yeah.
It's like, it'd be nice if it wasn't. And it, there's a chance always, but they haven't earned my trust because they've lost it, and they have not earned it back.
Yeah.
Like, a few years ago, I would have been like, oh, it looks like they're doing it right. Oh, cool. But the last thing I was like, oh man, I really love this idea. I'm excited for this. Was Multiverse of Madness, and that was the last Marvel movie I saw.
Yeah. Unfortunate. I was really excited for it, and then I heard that it got a lot of fingers stuck into it to quote unquote fix it, and yeah. That's how that went. The tactic is they know the series will be canceled, so they insert political hot potato and use that to not get canceled or blame it on that. Sometimes it does feel that way, which really, really sucks for any, like, all the legitimate political messages, like the social politics that they're pushing. It ruins it, which is so sad that I don't know. And then they use it as an excuse a lot. It's like Rowling being controversial to make Harry Potter relevant again, and it worked. I don't know if it worked. Did it work? I think it got people talking about it a little bit more, but most of them were just like, wow, J.K. Rowling sucks. At least I think that was the consensus. Harry Potter books were finished and forgotten about. True. It got more attention back on it. Oh, I thought somebody was on it.
That was a rough round.
Okay, one final round.
Yep. Do it.
Then it all got a new life, like a second wind. I think it was a combination of things that sort of killed off the Harry Potter franchise for me. First off was The Cursed Child, which was just weird. I didn't even read the whole thing. I read part of it because I borrowed it from somebody, because I was like, I hear that this is like a play script essentially, and that it's not good. And so I read part of it and I'm like, wow, this is really not good at all.
That kind of goes back to someone not taking care of their property.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then of course Fantastic Beasts came out, and that was just awful. I watched the first one and I was like, this sucks so bad. And I had friends in high school who were like, ooh, yay, Harry Potter. High school friends who were like, Harry Potter is back and it's good. And I'm like, no, that sucked. That was really, really bad. And apparently it got worse.
I just saw the second one like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, how was it?
It was bad. So I watched it with Danny because we're going to watch two of them, just kind of to analyze them.
Yeah.
It's out of curiosity.
Yeah, not because you really, really like them secretly, of course.
Oh man, they're my favorite.
You're not supposed to admit that.
Oh man, when I saw their costume choice for Grindelwald, for Johnny Depp's Grindelwald, I was like, man, that is not terrible. Yeah, it was not good.
Oh.
It's like if you take like just an individual scene, it seems like a competent movie, but the more you scale it back, it just falls apart. And also, I think she was writing it as a two-parter because it just feels like it's going nowhere. And then it all ends with the meeting at the end, and it's like, oh, that was the finale. Basically, very little happened in her 2.5 hours. Okay.
Huh. Sounds pretty good.
Also, it's just like, magic just does whatever. I mean, it's not like Harry Potter had much of a magic system.
Yeah, they kind of just J.K.
But
Rowling
it
would
had
make up new
some
spells as stuff came up.
Yeah, and a lot of it, got elaborated on later, but
Yeah.
this is just like, yeah, they don't say the spells aloud, they just do whatever is a spectacle, whatever in the moment, and just go with it. Just turn your brain off, it's just whatever looks cool.
Yeah,
They can just do whatever.
reminds me of Korra. Sounds like a
And
weird
it's just
parallel, but they hear me out. All the classical fighting stances for each of the bending techniques was just like completely lost, and you just kind of you got big punches, and sometimes they send out air, sometimes they move a rock, sometimes it waters, you know?
It waters.
Yeah.
Or you water that guy.
Quick. He's a thirsty man watering. It being set in a British boarding school would trigger bad memories. That's funny. No, I really liked the Harry Potter books when they came out. Did I sort of sour on them retrospectively? A little bit. When I started thinking, reading through them the first time was great. Second time, that's right, I read it twice. Also good. Third time, that's right, I read it 3 times. I started to notice things that were like, and that's when I decided I probably ought to avoid going back and rereading them, because it's just, inconsistencies show up, especially ones that really show that most of it wasn't planned from the get-go.
Yeah, that's not at all surprising.
Yeah. They were written for children, and boy was I a child then. I guess I got too old by the time I read the books the third time. I was too old of an age. I was like 12 or something. There's an open letter argument between Rowling and Terry Pratchett. Wait, who's Terry Pratchett? She said she hates fantasy. She's not a fantasy writer. Fantasy has to be in a medieval setting. Yeah, Harry Potter's not a fantasy. It's fiction? What a weird hill to die on. Pratchett said you have wizards and magic and monsters in your books. Of course it's fantasy. That's funny. I mean, she's known for her hot takes at this point, so not too surprising. Media sided with her because of Hollywood marketing. Oh, that's too bad. It's really funny to me to think of Harry Potter as a fiction. And just fiction. I feel like you have to add another caveat to it when you're throwing mythical creatures in the mix.
It's the first Strand type book.
The first Strand type series. Oh. I can't wait for Death Stranding 2, which will be the second and probably last Strand type game. the Discworld books. Oh, okay.
I'm still just really disappointed they didn't subtitle it "I'm Still Stranding."
Oh. I still remember the names of some of the characters that were so bad. I mean, Porter Bridges is the main character. Oh, Sam Porter Bridges. And then my favorite is Die Hard Man.
Yep, yeah, that's the one that was.
Did I tell you there was a murder on my street that made the news last month? No. You did not, you did not mention that. That's terrible. Wait, are there murders on your street that don't make the news? Or is that just phrasing? So me waking up early and getting my shopping done at 7 a.m. is a survival strategy. No. Oh. Okay, what do we got that will... Lackadaisical taste tester. Interesting title. Only the fatal ones make the news.
Wait a minute.
The fatal murders. Okay. Yeah, I've still got plenty of money. I wear a stab-proof vest outside even in the summer. England's tough, man. England's tough. Yeah, I think that's like the running joke. And it's a pretty messed up joke, but you gotta be afraid of knives in England and America, guns. We call ourselves first world countries, even though we're scared of, like, we have to be on top of our game. Just avoiding those things. They're everywhere, man. What is going on? I choose Saturday because it's the closest to Side Order's release date. Oh. Good reason to choose Saturday. Instead of guns, they throw acid in people's faces. It's all very cultural. Ah. There's a certain je ne sais quoi. Yeah. Ugh. The world's, not great. That's why we're playing Splatoon. Tune it out a little bit, you know?
What is the acidity of the ink? Okay.
Oh no, we gotta stop. That sounds like our cue to end stream. Oh yeah, that's a really sad situation. That's awful. Man, I'm trying to think of a good note to end stream on, because I need to end stream. What's good? What's a good note? What's something positive? Let's bring this back. Did you know? No, that's not positive. Shoot, I'm just trying to think. Did you get some wins today? We did. There we go. We got the boss once in Salmon Run. Perfect. And we got more than just bronzes. It's great. You know what? Yeah. It's good. It's good. Good place to end. You did it as a team. Heck yeah. No doubt about it. Also, you got into Diamond. Wait, what was it? Diamond 3? Diamond 3, yes. I almost said Diamond 1 and I was like, that would be insulting. You got into Diamond 3, so that's pretty hype. I think that's a good enough place to end it on. But I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Most likely playing some Trackmania, maybe some random other things, maybe some more Sporkle quizzes and stuff. It might be fun. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you all later. Have a good one.